The fog rolled over the valley like a pale white curtain, swallowing the world in silence. It was 1837. In the forests of the southern frontier, soldiers whispered a single name with fear: the Ghost Walker. They said he moved without sound. He could walk through gunfire, survive steel blades, and disappear into the trees. Like smoke. His real name had been lost, but the people whispered legends that he was a spirit warrior of Cherokee Nation, cursed and blessed in the same breath. But the men of U.S. cavalry didn't believe in legends. Until they started dying. Private James Carver was the first to see him. It was a cold night near the Arkansas border. The soldiers had set up camp, their fires burning low. James was on watch when he saw movement: not a horse, not a deer. A man, tall, covered in black deer hide, with paint smeared across his face like shadow itself. James raised his rifle. Bang! The shot echoed. The figure didn't fall. He didn't even flinch. The man just tilted his head slowly, like a wolf noticing its prey, then vanished into the fog. By morning, James was found with his throat cut, and strange white ash spread around his body in a perfect circle. They tried everything: rifles, pistols, sabers, nothing pierced him. The soldiers began to talk about curses and spirit magic, but Captain Alden Shaw, a hard, cold man, didn't believe in ghosts. He believed in weaknesses. "If he bleeds," Shaw said, "he can be killed. We just have to find how." He gathered everything they knew. The Ghost Walker attacked at night, avoided sunlight, never crossed running water, and always left the ash circle. That ash wasn't random. It was ritual. In a nearby Cherokee settlement, an old woman sat by the fire. Shaw forced her to speak. She spat at his boots, calling him white devil, but when he threatened to burn her hut, she whispered one thing: "He is not ghost. He is bound." She told a story. The Ghost Walker had once been a warrior, a man betrayed and killed by white soldiers. In his last moments, his mother, a medicine woman, had performed an ancient blood binding. His spirit was tied between the world of the living and the dead. He couldn't die, but neither could he rest. There was only one way to break the bond: destroy the totem buried where his blood had first fallen. The cavalry moved out at dawn. They rode through swamps and black forests, every shadow moving like a heartbeat that night. The Ghost Walker came for them. The soldiers heard the screams first, then silence. Men vanished into the fog, one by one. Shaw ordered torches lit, forming a circle. Inside the flames, they found his footprints. "But no body. He's in the trees," whispered Sergeant Miller. His voice shook, then crack. A soldier was dragged into the dark, his body thrown back moments later, lifeless. Shaw clenched his teeth. If they broke, they'd all die here. But Shaw wasn't guessing. He had studied the woman's story. "Running water," he muttered. "He avoids it." They moved toward the river. It was their only chance. The fog followed. So did he. And then, in the pale moonlight, the Ghost Walker appeared. His face was painted white and black, eyes hollow, moving with impossible grace. Bullets tore through him like air. Blades couldn't touch him. But Shaw had something else: the map the woman had drawn. He shouted, "Hold him off!" and ran into the woods. Behind him, chaos erupted. Men screamed, shots cracked, horses thrashed. The totem was buried under a dead oak. Shaw clawed at the ground with bloodied hands until he found it: a carved mask, soaked in old blood. He raised his pistol, not to shoot the Ghost Walker, but to destroy what kept him alive. But then he felt it, a cold breath on his neck. The Ghost Walker stood behind him, silent as death. His hand pressed against Shaw's chest like ice. Shaw could feel his heart freezing. The spirit didn't need weapons. He was the weapon. Shaw gasped, lifting the pistol with shaking hands. "You're not a god," he whispered. Then he fired. The bullet shattered the mask. The Ghost Walker staggered for the first time. His scream ripped through the forest: not human, not beast, something in between. His body flickered, fading in and out of existence like smoke. His painted face cracked like glass. The fog thinned, the air grew still, and then silence. At dawn, the cavalry found Shaw sitting under the oak, staring at the ashes of the broken totem. The Ghost Walker's body was gone. No tracks, no blood, nothing. Miller asked, "Did we kill him?" Shaw didn't answer. He only looked at the trees, because deep in the forest, just as the sun rose, someone heard footsteps, slow, measured, like a man walking who couldn't be killed. Only bound. Epilogue. Years later, people claimed the ghost walker still roamed the old Cherokee forests. No blade could cut him, no bullet could pierce him. His one weakness had been broken, but his curse remained. Some nights, hunters still say they see a tall figure walking across the riverbank, leaving behind a perfect circle of white ash. He was never meant to die, only to be remembered.